As a kid, I used to like getting PlayStation magazines, like a lot of people in my childhood used to do. And there was one called Official PlayStation Magazine, and it often had a demo disc with it. And this is demo disc 52, and it includes a demo to Spyro 2. Now, unfortunately, I've got the PAL version, so it's the terrible subtitle of Gateway to Glimmer. But anyway, I'm going to go through this early demo Spyro 2 and show you what's different. So there's one difference immediately. Hunters, called The Hunter, is in the definite article. There is a reference to this in the full game, where the mayor calls Hunter The Hunter in Metro Speedway before you do the minigame where you have to collect the bags. But anyway, in this demo there are two levels, Sunny Beach and Skelos Badlands. So we're going to of course start with Sunny Beach, and immediately you'll see the most striking difference between the demo and the full game right away. If you press L1 and R1, Spyro does his roll from the original game, which was removed in the second game, and I think it was used a lot more usefully to centre the camera behind you in the full game. I think it's got a lot more use and utility. But the double jump glitch, as you can see here, is still present and correct, which is great to see, because I hate escorting the baby turtles through the level. I just think it's arduous and a bit boring personally. So as you run through, if you look closely when Spyro charges, the physics of the charge are pretty much the same as they are in the full game of Spyro 2. However, the appearance of the charging looks more like Spyro 1, like his wings look a bit weird. The swimming, it's hard to explain as well. The swimming controls in this demo are quite hard to describe because they're not as tight as they are in the original game. Again, it's hard to articulate exactly what I mean by that, but it just doesn't feel as responsive as it does in the original game, in the full game, sorry. So, anyway, we leave that area. This is all fairly the same as it is in the full game. As you could see as well, if you know the full game of Spyro 2, some of the gem placements are a bit different. So in that opening swim part, there are some gems that aren't there in the retail version, or they've been moved, or just aren't there anymore. And it's just these little minor differences that a super fan of this game I am. I mean, as I've said, Spyro 2 is my favourite game of all time. You know, I've spent countless hours playing it. You get to know these little differences. So here, for example, in the full game, it's just 1-2 gem that lies there, but in this version there are the 2 green gems there. Spyro can climb as well. Again, whether that was intended that he has the climb right from the start, or you have to buy it, as in the case of the full game, I don't know. But, suffice to say, yeah, you can climb in this level. It doesn't need to backtracking unless you glitch it like I do in my full playthrough. It's fairly normal, this part is, but there's one section coming up which kind of threw me for a loop, and you can see in the gameplay what I was doing. So this gem, for example, I think if this was Spyro 2, like the full version, Sparks would have grabbed that. He would certainly have grabbed that there. I believe that Sparks' range is very similar to the first game in this section. He can't grab gems with the same fervour that he does in the retail Spyro 2. Furthermore, if you look closely at Sparks' model, it's not the same as it is in the full game of Spyro 2. In fact, I think it's his model from the first game. I'm not too sure, but it looks very, very similar to the rather primitive model taken from the first game. Now this section, yeah, as you can see, exactly the same as it is in the full version of Spyro 2. You have to use a super flame to destroy these boxes to allow the turtles to run free. Yeah, as you can see, the swimming just doesn't feel right to me for some reason. Furthermore, I should emphasise, actually, it's rather embarrassing to admit, the controller I'm using, the L2 button doesn't work. The one I'm using on my PAL PS2, the L2 button doesn't work, and I only remembered while I was playing this, so it looks a bit weird that I'm not moving the camera to the left of Spyro. That's because I don't have an L2 button. And furthermore, you might see it again, I think it certainly happens in the next level, I will often use L1 or R1 because I'm used to the full game where pressing those buttons centres the camera behind Spyro, so I'll do a roll instead of centering the camera behind me. A bit of trouble destroying that box for some reason. This is a difference here. The sound of the orbs before they reach Spyro is slightly different as well in this demo version of the game. It's a very minor difference. I wonder why they changed it, but yeah, I think I do prefer the sound effect from the full game. You know, I think it sounds a lot more satisfying personally. So we're gonna hit this turtle here, and this is another minor difference. As you can see, I'm almost machine gunning these super flame projectiles. There's like no delay. See, I was doing it there. I kind of guessed that was the case when I was hitting the turtle up there, but while I was waiting for the turtle to open the door, as you can see, I tried it out. And yeah, sure enough, you can machine gun it. Imagine the permaflame at the end of the game for getting 100%, and you have that property to it. You will be unstoppable. But yeah, there's a slight delay in the full game. The talisman's exactly the same, the sound effect's exactly the same, so I expected a difference there, but there wasn't. Kind of makes this a bit boring. Grab these gems, and I'm quite happy actually that I managed to get all the gems without help, because some of the gems are different. That's another change. It doesn't tell you when you have all 400 gems, so that's me checking the guidebook just in case. And what's this? It says I'm in Aquaria Towers. I'm not. I'm in Sunny Beach. Rather odd. I don't know why, but yeah, it was me checking the guidebook because it didn't tell me I had 400. Well, it did in the top left, but it didn't tell me that I had all 400 gems. And I was thinking, oh, does Sunny Beach have more in the demo? But every level in Spyro 2 has 400 gems. It's not like Spyro 1 and 3 where it was variable. Like Spyro 1 it was variable, and 3 it varied by the homeworld you were in. You know, in Spyro 2 they were consistent, and every single level, including the homeworlds, have 400 gems in them. So I should have known that. Little thing here, I was trying to do flame charges. If you don't know what flame charges are, it's basically when you charge and you flame, and I know it sounds obvious, but at the top of your jump, you will flame above you. I use it, for example, to light all the torches and glimmer down to use the Superfly power-up in the back courtroom, back courtyard even. But you can't do it in this version, and as I find out in Skelos Badlands when I'm going to flame the dinosaurs, for some reason in this demo version of the game, if you flame and then you charge immediately after, your flame is cancelled. So you can't hit an enemy while you're charging if you've flamed, and that was really off-putting. When we get to Skelos Badlands, I'll probably mention it again because I think it's one of those things that I couldn't believe when I saw it, so that's why I can't flame charge. Another thing I try and do while I'm waiting is see if I can head bash, but I can't. Head bash is not available at this point in the game. Okay, we're coming up to another difference here. It's going to give me the third and final orb of Sunny Beach, and it will say you found all the orbs on this level. And I actually like that was me trying to send to the camera, but I actually like that little detail personally. But there's no other overhead like displays. I want to see if he spoke again, and no, there's nothing. So you have to kind of figure out. Oh, this was another thing from the demo. So I'm going to re-enter the demo because you kind of select another level, and I never understood what power line was. Every single demo disc, when you chose a game from the menu, it says power line. I'm guessing it was a help telephone service, but I don't know. Okay, so it's going to load in again, and there's another difference because it's going to show us the guidebook again with a little difference. And another difference I noticed is Aquaria Towers, it seems to be, and an earlier build was just called Aquaria, which I got to be honest, I kind of prefer, but okay, wait to clean that. Oh, I hate that title. Ugh. Harbour as well is not localised for Europe. There's no U in Harbour like there is in the PAL version of Spyro 2. Okay, we're entering Skelos Badlands. A level I'm not the biggest fan of. It killed so many of my runs when I just wanted to do a 100% playthrough for this channel. This has one of the most abnormal positions for a gem I've ever seen, and the only reason I get it is because I saw it in the corner of my eye before I just did this little section. So yeah, the goggles are annoying to kill. I don't know if they're called goggles, but that's what I call them. So I get these gems as normal, I kill him as normal. I'm going to flame all of these cacti, kill him. And then for some reason in this demo version, that's me looking because I saw it at the corner of my eye, they put a 10 gem there. I had no idea why, and yeah, suffice to say that is not there in the full version, thank the Lord. I only saw it from the corner of my eye. Anyway, we kill these gargoyles. Now, in the retail version of Spyro 2, killing all of these gargoyles gives you a skill point. It's called, I forgot what it's called. Quarterback back or something. I don't know. It seems like a baseball term. I'm not a sportsman and I'm not American, so I don't know anything about baseball. That one-up jar isn't there in the retails. That kind of compensates for the fact that there's no skill point in this version. We're going to collect all of these gems here nice and easily. Grab those. Now, as I said about a few minutes ago about how the charge is cancelled in this version when you charge, this was where I became really recognizant of it. I'm kind of surprised actually the spawn rates of these dinosaurs is exactly the same between the two versions, and I've always found the first wave to be harder than the second wave. Like, I've learned them, I know where they're going to be, but the first wave, when I was learning this game many years ago, the first wave I always had problems with and I always found it more difficult. It's another thing as well I haven't noticed yet, it was prominent in Sunny Beach as well. Often when you beat a side quest, the NPC, it puts the difficulty on. Yeah, I don't know why that's there in this version. It gets me trying to center the camera and forgotten, of course, it rolls in this version. I had a busted L2 button, don't judge me. Oh, I nearly got rim there. Yeah, my timing's a bit off from the original game because of the fact that my flame has been cancelled. It's surreal and it's certainly disorientating when you're so used to playing the final version of a game. It's almost uncanny in a sense. Okay, so I don't know what I was doing here. I just sort of get the gems before getting the rock, okay. Good job. So yeah, I'm going to flame these cacti, and as you'll see, I'm so happy I decided to flame all these because when it happened, it shocked me. It really shocked me, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna drag it out, even though I'm gonna make it the thumbnail of this video. So I get this rock, and of course I'm gonna hit him to get the first of 8 bones. Nothing new here. It's kind of boring and pedestrian. Always tries to snipe you, but just double jump and make you dodge this. I can't believe in my 100% playthrough that I've uploaded to my channel, I actually got hit by him and I was kind of annoyed while I was playing it. Great bomb there, top quality. Okay, I finally get the bone that I'm needing. Okay, these enemies are dicks, I like to ambush you. I wish I had more to say at this point, but it's literally pretty much the same as it is in the original, apart from the weird charging. In fact, speaking of the charging, a random bit of trivia about the game while I'm here, because I've got nothing else to speak about. If you're playing the speedways in Spyro 2, it also applies to Spyro 3 as well, or if you use Supercharge in Spyro 2 or Spyro 3. Spyro, if you look closely, actually reverts to his Spyro 1 model, and you can tell because his wings are shorter than they are in his normal models in 2 and 3. They reflect his Spyro 1 appearance. And furthermore, if you look even closer, you'll see that his scales or whatever on his back look a lot low res. It's his Spyro 1 model. For some reason, they didn't, put the wheels on his feet to reflect supercharge on his Spyro 2. Another difference, I was expecting them there. There are 2 10 gems in there on the retail version that I couldn't get. I'm going to flame him. Grab that. It's another difference. The mystery jar, it has a question mark in the retail version, but in this game for some reason it has an arrow. But here we go. This shot the hell out of me. I don't know if this is a skill point or not, but I don't know if the game categorizes it, but look how many lives there are here. This is just insane. Like, I played this, about half an hour ago, and I'm just recording the commentary now, but I remember, I just showed it a veritable what? That was 10 lives, wasn't it? Something like that. It was insane, but I'm definitely going to use that for the thumbnail of this video, because I couldn't believe it. I haven't not seen that many lives in a Spyro game. Even, the secret alcove in Magma Cove, or the little hidden cavern in Bamboo Terrace in the 3rd game, which gives you a lot of lives, doesn't give you as many lives as that, so it's quite surreal. It's incredibly surreal. And I keep saying surreal. I should stop that. So yeah, going back to my recording of the 100% playthrough though, that lava toad that was on that steam jet or whatever it is, a geezer or whatever it is, that trolled me so many times. I had to re-record so many times because he refused to die. And if you look at my 100% playthrough, I take it a lot cautiously. Another difference as well, the banner next to this NPC is different in the original game. And what the hell is that lizard doing? I have no idea. I'll be showing you. I think to compensate for that skill point, that life jar is not here in this demo version. There's a life jar, if you don't know, in the retail version. I get all of those in my 100% playthrough because I can't stop advertising other stuff on this channel. So I jump up here. I always get these gems first before killing that lava toad because the game teleports you down there. So I get this. Again, I'm going to get an SC again for the thank you message. I got the difficulty stars. And yeah, I found all the orbs on this level. And we're wrapping up now, we're extremely close to the end. So yeah, there's that different banner as well by the NPC, because I was too busy blathering on at that point. But anyway, I think we're just about to wrap this up now. So I really did this video, so there's the arrow again. I really did this video to kind of test this microphone out and see what I could do. I would love to start doing Let's Plays, and I'd love to comment, at least on Spyro 2, you know, the intricacy and the mastery of this game's design. Again, no fanfare that I've 100%ed the level. It is called Scarce Badlands. This was me checking the other features as well. I can't use the guidebook, I can't use save game. I didn't check the map actually, so shoot me. I don't use it, the map in Spyro 2 is useless. But yeah, I want to do Let's Play, and I certainly want to do Spyro 2 because this game is just so near and dear to my heart. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you've learned something anyway, and you take care.